Chris Kiefer, 5'11", 170 whopping pounds, 36 years old, and I guess you can call me a pro. The 2016 Yamaha YZ250F back here that's out of focus is a wonderful machine. The engine character is probably the most exciting out of all the 250Fs this year. It has a lot of throttle response and bottom end snap. The changes that Yamaha made to the piston and the crank this year increased the mid-range just a little bit. I don't notice it that much, but it still has a pretty good wide mid-range. Top end is lengthened slightly a little bit this year for 2016, and over rev is so-so. It's not the best out of the bunch, but the bottom to mid-range is so good, it's easy to forgive the over rev. So as you all know, the Yamaha KYB SSS stuff is springs. There's no air. You take the air out, which I like. I don't like putting air in. The reason why I don't like putting air in is because of comfort. The fork has so much comfort when the track gets worse. Braking bumps, small square edge chop, the fork has a lot of dampening, very predictable, and lots of comfort. I can feel my front end coming into a corner. The sag settings are a little bit different this year. I feel like anywhere between 102 to 104 millimeters sag is good for me to get rear end, traction feeling out of a corner. And like I said, there's still loads of comfort in the rear too. The chassis feeling, obviously, on the Yamaha is predictable. Square edge, straight line, fast stuff. The bike is really stable. Cornering, it's maybe middle of the road out of all of the bikes. It's not going to corner as good as a Suzuki or a Honda, but it's really close. Still has a good front end bite, which I like because I'm a front end steering type of rider. So it's forgiving for that. If you're a rear end type of guy, it still does that well also. The chassis is an excellent chassis for this year. I'm not a 250 rider, but if I was going to buy a 250F, for me, I would definitely buy this bike just for the pure fact of has a spring fork. The motor is exciting, has a lot of bottom and mid-range power, which, like I said, gets you over bigger jumps. And overall, the best thing about this bike, it's reliable. Who wouldn't buy this bike is a tough question because the bike is so good. I think it's well built for a lot of riders, but maybe for the initial guy that's coming off of an 80 or a little bike, this might be too much of a 250 for him off the bottom. You might have to tame it down. So for the younger kids coming right in, it could be a handful for them.